Welcome back to Really Mary. Super excited to have my dear friend and who is also an agent in Connecticut on our show today.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
So, Joy, you run tell them who you are.
Yeah, I'm Joy Metalios. I run the Metalios Team in Greenwich, Connecticut from Houlihan Lawrence.
And you have kind of a larger team.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, sure. I run a team of 24 right now, and we are in Fairfield County. And we were actually ranked the #1 large team in all of Connecticut.
That is incredible. Yeah. We love that. So, today we're talking about, potentially joining a team. Yeah. And what do your agents see as the benefits of being on your team?
Oh, I think there's a lot. So one is there's a lot of accountability, which you and I have with each other.
That's right.
Mary is my accountability partner. We speak to each other in the morning. Should we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So Mary and I speak to each other in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. We have our sneakers on and we walk and talk about what's going on in our teams and how we can improve and be better leaders. So that's one is accountability on our team.
Absolutely.
I think it's really tough to be a single agent. Don't you think?
I do. I mean, the struggle if you're a single agent is one to have someone to think strategy with, to make sure you're doing what you should do, but we all slip away from doing. And I think the other side of it is to get education and training on what's new, what's happening. I mean, what do you guys do for your team?
So now you're touching on the second thing, which is education and training, which we definitely have a whole onboarding program, which is great. And so in addition to that, it's constant. We're constantly role playing with each other and doing different boot camps, which I know you do as well.
Yeah.
And then another reason why someone would join the team is credibility. So if you're on the newer side or you don't have many deals under your belt, it's hard to go into a listing presentation or to meet someone because are they going to choose you or are they going to choose the #1 team, right?
I would choose the #1 team. I would choose you all day long.
Right. So it's easier to go in and say, hey, I have the backup of the #1 team, and the credibility. Or if you're working with a buyer to say, hey, I have access to all these off-market listings that I can help you get into.
I love that you talk about that. I think your team as well as ours is the services. It's the marketing services. This doesn't happen just because Joy and I are standing in front of it. There are a group of people behind the scenes to make this happen. That takes away time from you as a single agent to try to keep up on all of that, to do the listing management. Our team onboards all listings. They go with the photographer. Once I sign the listing, I'm, putting it in the hands of someone else. Of course, I'm checking it, making sure that it's right. Transaction coordination isn't in every single team. Your team does it as well, don't they?
We do. And I think that's super important as well because we don't, you and I know, like, I'm not good with paperwork. And so I feel like most successful agents are really good with people, but they're not necessarily good with paperwork. Or we don't necessarily want them to be caught in the weeds doing the paperwork. We'd rather have them out meeting more people and making more deals.
Absolutely. Which is why we have an agent support team that they can call. They write the contracts. They do, schedule the showings, all of that, because let's face it, as you said, Joy, we don't want you in doing that stuff you're not really good at.
Right.
And if you're really good at it, then you're probably not a really great agent. I mean, you're a great agent, but you're not going to do the volume that you want to do, and make the money for your family that you want to make.
I feel like we have years and years of experience,
yes,
and we know what has worked and what hasn't worked,
yes,
right? And after every single sale, we sit down as a team. We say, hey, what's worked and what hasn't worked? And you and I work really hard to become really good team leaders and to make things work well. And we've put systems into place to make our agents succeed.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a real benefit of being part of our teams.
You know, you hit it on the head, Joy. It's all about systems because, you know, if you have a McDonald's and you want to make hamburgers, there's a system to get the beef in and all that up front, to cook it and to put it out to the consumer. It's the same thing, not maybe as cookie cutter with real estate, but if you don't have a system, you don't win.
Right. Right. No, I agree. And it's interesting. I've had some people join my team this year, and I've gotten some really nice texts from them, just saying, hey, you know, thank you for taking me and taking a chance on me this year, because it's been the greatest decision in my life to join your team, because not only has it helped me financially, but it's been a great support system for me to join the team and to have a group of people surrounding me and helping me both emotionally and financially. So it which really makes a difference for me. And it's a feel good thing for us, you know.
Makes your heart, maybe a tear in your eye. Yeah. I don't take that lightly because I cry a lot, but Joy can attest. But you know, that's the whole thing. Joy and I are not doing this necessarily anymore for only us. It's about the team and the success of the team. Yeah. Because you get to a point in your career that it might be more profitable for me to be an individual contributor again with all the staff I've put in place. But it's not for that anymore. It's about seeing others successful.
It's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true. So, yeah, I think if I were a newer agent, I would definitely want to join a team like yours or mine. So,
yeah. So if we can answer any of those questions, make sure you call us. Our info will be below. But as always, we like to tell you, joining a team is a great thing, especially in these markets. And if you choose ours, well, it might even be better. So until next time, I'm Mary Bartos with the Bartos Group of Premier Plus.
Join Metalios Team in Greenwich, Connecticut, Fairfield County, Houlihan Lawrence.
That's a mouthful. Can't wait to see you.